I'm Greg Srzawasti with Deepest Dream. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So first off, I've got to ask this question. That day of the shoot when you're working with Andre and Joyce, she's a woman of faith and resilience, and she just wants love and forgiveness in her family. And then playing that moment with Andre, you're an experienced veteran. How was it? What was it like shooting on that day? And does your mind ever drift to your own past or not? Are you just in the moment? Because it's a very powerful scene and very layered.
You talking about on the park bench?
The park bench, yes.
Yeah. Something happened when we were doing that scene that something personal happened. I I had a flashback. It's so crazy. I had a flashback to something that happened in my life that I didn't realize that I had not sort of kind of dealt with. Um, and then so when we were doing it, we had done it several times, but it was something that Andre said to me that sounded like what a loved one had said to me once. And it just, I don't know, it shook something in me that I kind of wasn't prepared for. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie actually reminded me back in the day in I think 1986 or 85. I was 15. First time I ever saw this movie called Round Midnight, and then since then it's been a 40-year love affair of jazz with jazz. And this movie with Exhibiting Forgiveness, can you speak to the fact that people will watch this movie on that surface level, but then engage in Titus's art and immerse themselves in those worlds, and then they can be an artist and painter in their own life. What does that mean to you, that kind of engagement in the art?
Oh my God, I love that. I love that I love that takeaway from it, And I think that, that's the beautiful thing about someone like Titus Kaphar making a film is that he brings that with him. You know what I mean? He brings that treasure trove with him as a director and a writer. Um, and because as you said, he works on all these different levels, that it is not just I don't know, a surface engagement that someone has watching it. Like you are watching a film about someone who makes stories through paintings. So it's a story embedded in a story. Um, yeah, and I think it would be and Titus has gone even further and made those paintings that are in the film. They are at a gallery in Los Angeles. So there's so many levels of engagement, right, with what he's done, and he is uniquely capable of that. Being an artist.
Andrew, I have a final question. So let's just say cinephiles, they watch the movie and they're so excited to dive into his work, but then there will be cinephiles who will be so excited to dive into your work as well. So just from the top of your head, from your resume, can you name a movie or project that you've been involved in that you feel was maybe underrated, overlooked, that you want people to see and what makes it unique for you? And thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you. Well, I always want people to see stuff. I mean, I don't know, because I'm never really say go see anything, but I think it's appropriate because of the moment that we're in right now in this country for people to see Origin, the movie I did with Ava DuVernay, that was based on the book Cast by Isabel Wilkerson. I think it speaks to this moment in a profound and apt way. So yeah, that's what I would say. No disrespect to the other movies that I've done, but that's the one I would say to go see.
And and finally, before you go, is one of the biggest surprises about being an artist and an actor, the fact that when you create something, you get that dialogue back, that kind of partnership. Is that something that you knew from the get-go, or is that a big surprise as you've gone on in your journey, that kind of dialogue back?
When you feel I feel like I've done my job when that happens. Because you can just do a job and it's just done, and some people see it and some people don't, and it's fine, whatever. It's just fodder for a streamer, right? But when you do something and people want to talk about it, people want to engage with it, it makes them angry, it pisses them off. Like that's what's exciting. That's exciting to me. And really why I gravitate to doing certain, roles and doing certain movies. Yeah.
Aunjanue, thank you so much for your time, and I hope literally everyone sees this movie. So thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care.